First things first, my name's Kenneth. For my company's Black Series Edition LLC. I thought we'd bring this up. So, this came up quite a few times in some forum sites we're at. I thought about the name of Crows1176. First things first, my name is Kenneth. My company's Black Series Edition LLC. Crystal Edge Technology Screens and our FLE VT company. Well, that's with AdTech. And also two other platforms we're working on right now, which is actually Cardboard PC Kingdom, where we build PCs out of cardboard with artwork and all that good stuff. Anyway, this fellow. So, as you know, we've been doing research on this guy for quite a long time, and he's just ripped his customers off on every level you could possibly think of. I can't think of anything else he's pretty much already done. So, we've seen a couple of these videos pop up. Hold on for a minute. Videos that pop up that would probably try to explain some of his horrible actions are basically, he's tried to take the high note of trying to come off more mature and in a way basically trying to say that cover up a lot of the dirty things he's been doing. That's ripping off his customer base. So he made this video called Bigger and Better Things. The video is no longer in his account, it's missing. Of course, he lied to the whole video. And he made statements about, working his job and getting a raise and all that stuff. And it's just weird things that were just popping up that seemed right about the whole job and race. And now, he made some statements about someone passing away in his family. And again, like I said, I don't think you should have tied that video or mentioning that about that. What you were planning to do was basically just lie to your customers and I don't know, maybe use that as a way of sympathy. I don't know what you were trying to do, but either way, it's bad taste altogether. If it did happen or if it didn't happen, again, this guy lost a lot. Mind you, the same guy who sat there in his living room, or whatever it was he was at, and claimed he moved, and he's never moved. He was in the same place at the same time, he lied. So they'll get away with it. I'm going to figure out another way to pretty much scam them on this level. So, moving on to bigger and better things. No, he did not. He didn't move on to any bigger and better things because no sooner than we started talking about our new technology, he was already in his website, which he reactivated, brought it back online. We have it all documented on the blacklist. Came back in and continued to commit four other crimes, basically doxing my face and carrying on. And new slander charges were filed against him, which I guess 3 more lawsuits on top of the ones that he has. Posting my sister's address and my address and just carrying on and acting up. So he's got more charges. That doesn't sound like a person who's moved on to bigger and better things to come back in and just commit crimes right after you got finished saying you're going to move on to better things. Saying he was retired from screen paint and that he thanks everybody for basically supporting his products. Keep in mind his products get caught matching house paint, so I don't know how that would even work because since we checked we couldn't find any customers from there on in. Now, after making the statement of moving on to bigger and better things by saying, look, I'm not making screen paints anymore. Now, just in case if he comes back and says, well, the reason why he says that is because he's threatened. We wouldn't be threatened by your product, Fernando. We have cancellations on your stuff. We have different acts of fraud you commit at your company. So actually, you don't speak volumes of basically people being threatened by your product because it's good. All right, so long story short, let's keep this short and sweet. Moving on to bigger and better things, we have a copy of that video, but as you can see, when you see the video, you'll see where basically he talks about how he has bigger opportunities, and he's no longer making screen paints, and he's done on that. To come back in and commit 4 other crimes again, and to try to make a do-it-yourself paint, which he tried to do with some dark silver Cinemax, he tried to do, which he failed miserably at that, because we saw the side-by-side demonstrations, we saw the side-by-side demonstrations on the forum sites, and clearly you can see the paint's clearly gray. It's literally the same color as Network Gray 773. It's exactly the same thing. Exactly the same thing. So there's no way matching their screen in any way whatsoever. But that's what he claims. We go through this all the time with him. Alright, so how is customers left out in the cold? Well, when you're saying that you're moving on to bigger and better things, customers will say, okay, he's leaving, he's doing this, so and so and so. You know what I mean? But when you come back and you're committing the same act as if what you were doing when you first started all this, that means you haven't moved on to bigger and better things. It means you just came on YouTube and you just lied to your customer base again. again lied to them and told them a bunch of lies. So you didn't move on to anything. You're just back there watching us in our rooms with secret accounts, steamy, upset, and angry of everything we're doing. That's what you're doing. And your customer base, well, they're sitting out in the cold right now because you can't make that product. Because you said something on camera that you can't take back. And we all heard it. You said that you were not making paints anymore, that you were done with all that you moved on to bigger and better things. You got this job promotion and all this stuff. So with all this stuff being true as you, the problem with that is, Fernando, you lie. So your customers don't know what to do. What's left of them? I don't know how much of it. There's not a lot of them. What's left of them at the end of the day? Other halves all matching house paint. How many people do you think are going to buy screen paint that you can literally slide off a shelf and do it yourself? Yeah, people aren't that stupid. We saw in the church, we lied to the preacher. The preacher was not paying too much attention because he was looking at the environment, how dark it was, and he was trying to get the environment to where he can basically see in the environment, and you can't do that because your screen paint isn't doing too good. And even in that dark environment, you were requesting a calibration to the projectors. It would look much better once we calibrate the projectors. You're in the dark already. Why are you calibrating? So you can see it didn't look good all the way around. Let's put our video here as we're playing it, listen to talking about what I'm talking about here. So there's a lot of problems,
multitude of different things that we do
with that product from the door. And to come on there, she would just went out of a commercial to go into a commercial.
Chicken sandwich. You, the barbecue bun.
Are we done here? Watch me rewind it and still hit a commercial. Watch this.
MJF is magical.
YouTube will try to get as many commercials in as they possibly can.
Unbelievable.
Amazing helped Anthony through night classes. Amazing.
But anyway, as we're waiting for this to go through, as I said before, his customers, whatever are left, you're in the cold. And those who bought any paint from him, you're in the cold too because he shut down his business. Now, he may pop it open here and there on his side and we had to sneak it in there somewhere. But mind you, I guess we're monitoring activity on his site, and he's going to basically show the courts that he was sneaking his site back on and off again to try to capture some money, get some money from people. So that's why his site's being monitored right now as we speak. Oh, I tell you. So, what your customers going to do? Because you think about it, they can't buy from you because you made a statement. You said that you're moving on to bigger and better things. To me, I don't really care at the end of the day because you can't touch your stuff either way. But still, to your customers, you told her you're moving on to bigger and better things. So with that being said, and then seeing you pop up in these videos, still arguing and screaming about screen paints, still doing the same nonsense you've been doing, it shows you haven't moved on to bigger and better things. You've done nothing. Let's pause right there. That is a beautiful image right there. So, basically, there is no bigger and better thing, as I said before. He's basically doing nothing right now. And you lied to your customers. You threw every single one of your customers under the frozen bus. That's what you did. So what if anybody bought your product and say they want their money back? Say they want to exchange. And you close down shop. So I don't know how that's going to work. Let's see if we can find any recent customers. We're going to switch over to my PC over here. And let's see if we can find any recent customers on any of his products. Anybody who has it. Because again, well, I don't know how that's going to work. That's like buying something from a company and you only have it for a while and all of a sudden the company goes under. You know, gee whiz, I don't know what to do. I have no way to go back and contact the company. See, with the company under Lifeform, they collapsed in COVID, but their company is still up and going to support the technology they developed. So I can get updates on my machine. So they still left a lifeline there for those of us who had this equipment. You, on the other hand, can't leave a lifeline because you can't even have a product shipped back to you because it matches house paint. This is your way of trying to get out of the mess you got yourself into, and by coming in and lying, saying that, you know, you moved on to bigger and better things. Meanwhile, your customers who backed your product up 100% got nasty with us. I'm not saying all of them, but some of them got very nasty with us and said, "Oh, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know good product at the end of the day. You're this and that and blah blah blah." All right, so where do you stand at right now? Because my customers got a technology that's unfreaking believable. Matter of fact, they have one of the best screens now on the market. What do you have right now? Nothing at all. Now, I'm not talking to the ones that were disrespectful toward us. Some of these customers were actually really, very nice people. But some of them were downright nasty. And they were mad at us because they were saying we're liars, we're scammers, we're rip-off artists, we're all these things that you said we were, right? So, big question. Where is the person who made your screen? Because he sat there and said he's moving on to bigger and better things. You can't use that line anymore. And one person would say he moved on to bigger and better things. Not really, because again, his video where he stated that statement's not there. And he came back in after saying he was done with it and he committed more crimes. So, where is he? So, you're out in the cold. That's where you're at. 40 below zero, out in the cold, ice percentage in your nose. That's where you're at. But you put your faith into faulty products, and we warned you about it. We told you what was going to happen. I told you that he was going to collapse. This company was going to come caving in on top of him because, again, he did a lot of bad and nasty things that are going to catch up to him sooner or later. Maybe next week, maybe next month. But it's going to catch up. Let's come out of here. Why we don't just say there's no monitor? We have to put the monitor up there. Got to get me a monitor here for that. Let's go over to, I got videos to post on Facebook in a few minutes. Let's go over to the website. Not there. No website. So, came in, he did some videos about making a better product than ours. Our technology over there. And he can't even keep the website open. There it is right there. Now, he gave him an option to pop him back up again for you. He has to make a screen painting for the first because we have a new Apex Black Gamer technology coming out. And I want to see what they got. I want to see how much they know if they can compete with that screen. We're not going to get anything on that. We already know that's going to go. We've been to we got multiple challenges. We put out nothing. So, the business here that you claimed, people are screaming, yelling at us, saying that, oh, his product is number one, and you're just jealous, and this, that, and the other. Where is it? Oh, Danny's product? Danny can't even sell his product. Danny's company's under investigation. So, yeah, that's done right there. The game range doesn't even exist. How are you going to paint in the screen to begin with that? He makes a statement. You got to get the surface wet first. I think you'll be doing that in the first application of the paint. It doesn't paint it correctly. It comes up blotchy. Our owner, person who owns the product, we contacted him and asked him if he could do a video demonstration fully lit environment, which he can't do because the screen's actually gray, not black. If he can explain to us what gain range is, which he can't at all, period, because he doesn't even know what it is. The other person who made it doesn't know what it is. Does it do rear projection? Heck no. That's why you haven't seen any demonstrations in rear projection, because he doesn't know anything about rear projection technology. So, with that being said, that whole entire product of PSP products are based off lies. So you have a liar and you have a runner. Okay. Let's see. We already went through his YouTube channel, the last video, and we tried to find the not match better. We tried to find the moving on to better things, and it's not there, of course. The one where you faked moving, also too. A lot of you again on top of that one too. On top of that. So now, those of you who did follow him, Crow Boys, seemed like you got your feathers plucked, you got saturated and tarred, you got refeathered again with chicken feathers, and you got thrown out in the street. Because he threw you under a bus. Clean under the bus. We told you. We told you this. These people, at the end of the day, their products were fraudulent. They were having all kinds of difficulties and problems with their products, and we told you. There's only so long your company's going to be the last when you build it on fake and fiction. You're not going to be around that long. They call it standing the test of time. Now, those of you who didn't disrespect their company, you're more than welcome. You can buy if you want. Those of you who did disrespect their company, well, you can't buy. And if you sit there and say at the end of the day, well, I'll go get paid from somebody else. There is nobody else. Because we searched. We had other people search. We couldn't find anything. I literally went all the way across to Ireland to find a black screen over there to bring it back over here. So it shows you how intense my searches are. So if you couldn't find anything over there, there's nothing any place else. And any place else who has it, it's going to cost you far more. If it's a certified with that black technology on it, it's going to cost you far more than what our technology costs. What's going to hurt you the most is the fact that if you do sneak and buy my product, and you see how amazing that screen looks after all the lies that Jamie told about our products, which you can't even go to court for, I don't know what's going to hurt you more. The fact that you paid for our product, or the fact that we was right 100% and this product is trash. The fact that you're going to like watching the screen that you hate the individual who made it. That's the best day of my life. You don't have any choices. Where are you going to go? Blue string? You can take that. Box? Take that too. Paint on screens? Take that one already. What else you got? Free gray screen print mixers online? We can wipe all those out with no problem. eBay? No. We did eBay already. Amazon? We did Amazon too. We got Deep Pocket certified? We can take our certified. So, there's nothing else. Mr. Williams? Oh. Mr. Williams can't sell his paint. Mr. Williams' paint is unsellable because, number one, he didn't test the product correctly. His white levels are coming up way too dark on the screen. And the fact that if I tell you that you can't sell your product and you don't sell it, we don't find it anywhere on eBay for 3 or 4 days, and it takes 5 minutes to set up an eBay account, he's already acknowledged our product's better. Now, for customers who support our products, well, the technology they're going to be receiving in the next couple of weeks and years is going to be absolutely outstanding. For those of you who did not disrespect our company, you can come by. But the other half, it's going to suck for you. Now, how would we know if you came over and buy? We wouldn't. That'd be impossible. But the fact that you know you came over and buy, that's more than enough. That's all we need. The fact that you're going to sit there and see how amazing that technology is going to look. Because again, if you buy the product and you do something faulty against it or try to make claims that it doesn't do what it's supposed to do and your product has a batch number sitting on it, keep in mind, to violate a batch number and lose is a $1 million fine. That's in that contract of that cart, shopping cart. So if your intention is to buy it and try to make the product look bad, we'll see you in court. And you can't back up what we have in the batch number, well, then you're done. And mind you, we file them under fraud charges because we know fraud charges can carry anywhere from 20 to 30 years of prison time. They're not filed as criminal charges or misdemeanors or harassment and that. No, we file them under fraud. The company has been waiting on that one. So, what are they going to do? What are they going to do? Nothing. There's nothing they can do. So I'm enjoying this candy. Getting around 8 o'clock. Almost time to leave. I'm going to pick up something from the store. I need more glue. And for a Crow1176. Customer reviews. Well, I show you how long ago this has been. This one, customer review 2 years ago. That's not necessarily the storm. 3 years ago. 1 year ago. I should get that it's not his video. Let me see. We got one here. That wouldn't be him. That'd be Crow. Again, so that wouldn't be a customer. That's a customer who was upset and made a video about him, how burnt up about his products he was. Screen's washing out and fading. That's Crow again, so there's no customer there. That'd be us. Let me see. That'd be us again. This would be. Nope, this is another customer. Got mad at him, called deceit for scamming Crow. Did a short video on him, complaining about how his products were washing out. Now, Jamie, you can't sit there and say the video's not true. We have a customer literally showing his screen washing out, like literally gone, washing out. And judging by, I went back to his channel, he doesn't show any improvement on his screen. You didn't send him any of that money back, did you? No customer there. I was just talking about your product matching house paint. Years ago, let me see. I saw some of you crying about some nonsense. This is you claiming to have the hybrid onyx, supposed to be a dark paint. Look how light this paint is. Now you know what color onyx is, right? Let me explain to you why Crow doesn't know product. So let's look at the color onyx. The color onyx. Onyx is black. It's another form of black. Onyx is not gray. Onyx is black. That's onyx. He was trying to make a screen paint that was black. He called it onyx. Here, he called this onyx. What color is that? Jamie, you're colorblind. That's gray. So how is that onyx? So he makes very, very light screen paints. And he thinks at the end of the day, if he adds a little bit of tint to it, it's automatically black. It's not. That's mid-gray. That's nowhere near onyx. And what happened to that paint? It didn't do well. Because he got a bunch of complaints filed against him. People bought it, they thought it was going to be dark, like ours. And it wasn't, it was gray. That's not onyx at all, anyway whatsoever. That's like writing not ambient light rejection on the side of a container on a screen. Screen paint that's super dark. So that's us right there. Wow, look at the washout on that. Whose screen is that washed at the bed? It's him? Oh, his colors are so washed out. It's not even funny. His colors are so washed out. And look, there's no light in the environment. You're going to need it all the way up. It's still dark around the screen. And that's you. That's a year ago. That's how far ago that was. That's a year. So I'm not finding any customer reviews on your product. And the reason why we're not finding any is because Crow doesn't have any customers in the cold. You know why? Because they saw the network grade 773 matchup and they stopped buying this product. That's when they stopped buying Crow's product. The Network Gray 773. A lot of people saw that demonstration. And when they saw the demonstration, they were shocked that the products that they purchased were nothing more than just house paint. Oh, 2 years ago. Well, 2 years ago, under the law of fraud, you still can be brought up on this. I mean, customers can go in and file against you. Only 2 years ago, you got caught doing this. So yeah, you can file a fraud charge on them. Consumer fraud charge on them. Yes, you can. You need his address, you know where to find it. So, if you got ripped off by this guy, and you figure you can't do anything, yes, you can. That's 2 years ago. Now, let me show you something. Okay. How Crow's paints change colors. See here? Now, that's supposed to be the UV mix. See how light gray it is? I told you that all his paints look the same. But, if you go over to the blacklist, the UV mix is dark. Because he changes colors at will. Matter of fact, I'll do one better. I'll show you an unboxing video on it. With his name on it. Now, Jamie, I know we're in the room. I know you're in the room upset, bitter, angry. But again, remember, you did this to yourself. You be. Yeah. So, your product changes colors rapidly. This is a test we did showing the UV mix versus white light. Now you can see screen comes up dirty. I can show you a customer review who had the same problem. Who sat there and complained about his paint coming up very dirty. Because the UV mix can't see white light at all. Here we go. Look at this. That's how dirty it comes out. That's what we found out in our test. And they found out a customer had the same complaint, that the paint came up dingy and dirty, and they reached out to him, but he didn't reply back. Isn't that your container? Yeah. Same lid that's on this container is the same color lid that sits on the color sorry. It's candy in my mouth. The same lid that sits on this container is the same lid that sits on the Metallica Mix 2.0 when a customer shipped it over. He made that paint, by the way, using his mixture. Now, You can make that product easy yourself. This is how your product showed up against that solar technology. We could pull a Starfield demonstration. Your screen came up where it couldn't even match our black technology, and that was an 8. See the color of it? So what Jamie does is, Jamie goes in and manipulates his shopping carts. Each person gets a different color paint from him. Depending on he knows the situation he might have to deal with, he changes the color out of the paint. Just when he did the review on his product, he sent over an ultra black. He never made an ultra black. One doesn't even exist. Like a black Frankenstein doesn't exist. He made it for the last minute. So even your customers don't even know what they have. Now, how do we get something that dark that looks this light? Yeah, because Jamie changes his paints up colors at will. That's why he's being hit with the post office fraud charge, because we caught him changing out something that was in the shopping cart that we recorded. And by the way, your paint failed. You know why? Because this is not black. This is gray. That's an OLED demonstration. That's coming up gray on your screen. So what happened here was when he made the paint lighter, the contrast levels were absolutely horrible. And when he made it darker, the white levels came up darker. See all that washed out gray, all that ash? Not supposed to look like that at all. So, Fernando, we can show all kinds of lies and deceits, but at the end of the day, your customers, well, they don't have anything. And quite frankly, you don't have any customers left, because after they saw that fiasco with the network gray, a lot of them dropped off. And that's why I put down customer reviews. We can't find any up-to-date customers. We can only find them from 5, 6, 1 year ago, because they saw that whole fiasco that went down with that house paint, and they were like, oh, heck no. Mind you, nothing was added to the paint. It was a basic, everyday house paint that was slid off a shelf with nothing in it, compared to his product that had something in it. And he was able to match that paint on not, and just any projector. He was able to match it on a P2. The fact that he had those still Google images, check that one out too, on the blacklist. When you're using a high performance projector, that's like me stealing images out of an 8K JVC, and I'm stealing images to make my paint look good. There's something wrong there. But the customer base, here's whatever's left of it. You got what you deserve. We told you for years. He's a rip-off artist. We showed you tons of videos of this guy ripping people off. And you sat back and said, oh, you're jealous. You're jealous because your products don't work. After we crushed him, cancel receipts, everything else under the sun, he came back his products up. We tested his products, we had them. And you still came in and said, oh, his products work. Well, good. Go buy his products right now. Oh, you can't. Because the person who make it, he can't even open up that site. Company's under investigation for fraud, showing that he found out his stuff was matching the house paint. He continued to sell it to his customers. His customers were dumb enough to buy it. Now, if you want to get mad because I called you stupid, you are. Because we showed you substantial evidence of this guy ripping you off, and you just sat there and go, well, you know what? It was fantastic. I'm going to buy it anyway. And if you're sitting there thinking, well, maybe you're upset because your sales, my sales, I make more than he does. I make $300-400 a quart. Do you hear me quarts sitting on that table? 40, 50 quarts at $300 a pop. Gallons were going for 600. I make way more than he does. Even if I do 2 orders a day, I make $800 a day. So again, no. I didn't like the fact he was doing that because I develop good products for my customers so they can have a better experience when it comes to their projectors at the end of the day. I've got customers right now that can show demonstrations that not even he can match, none of alone his customers. That shows you how bad his product is. So with that being said, he got ripped off. He tricked you, used a high power projector in a dark environment. He calibrated his machine so the colors could pop a little better. And he used it in the dark environment. He manipulated the entire environment and customers got ripped off. And not only did you get ripped up, you got thrown out in the cold too on top of that. Now, that's not enough. We're going to take all their money from them. They're going to throw them out in the cold. And that's what he did. He threw you out in the cold, under a bus. Yep. Because if that's not true, go email him and ask him to come back. You can't. He made that statement about moving on to bigger and better things and then turn around and didn't even complete that one altogether. So him to come back and start, no, it's not going to work. At all, period. All right. I got stuff to build. I'm done. I just want to make that noted real quick. I've been waiting for this day for a bit. I'm glad it kind of got here. Better late than never. That, all you jokers went there and talked all this trash at the end of the day about how Mr. Bird's products were garbage, this, that, and the other. And look who's still standing. And it ain't the first time I've been through this. I've been around for 14 years developing high-grade technology, and I watched them come and I watched them go. There'll be another dozen before me when it drop right in front of me. And I warned you. But no, you guys are all high and mighty. No, his products are #1. He's going to be around forever. And Crow is good at that. Told you. I told you. I've seen people with products way better than his. Way better than his. And they didn't even survive. They didn't make it. A lot of them people, you'll see their old sites, their YouTube channels are still there. You'll see them pull up. Their products way better than his. And they didn't last that long. And they weren't cutting corners. It just didn't last that long. You ain't got the stamina. But if you're basically building a house of cards and a windstorm's coming, sooner or later you're going to collapse. And that's what happened to Mr. Fernando. When he did a video one time, he said the rise and fall of Kenneth Bird. Remember that he did that video? Be careful about the things you say from your mouth because they can become real. I warn people about that, and you watch it happen. And here he made some documentary about the rise and fall of me, like I'm actually out. I'm still here. You fell. So, you're making a documentary about you. But we'll wait till we go to court and get all that stuff right, so we can put the whole thing in there. I'm definitely writing a book on this. You know that? Yep, this whole experience, I'm writing a book on it. This is to help people in the end about business and stuff like that, dealing with people at the end of the day, how to control themselves, how to handle situations, to help them out. It's like a way to basically help people out there. If you're being harassed by people, how to handle it, how to take them to court, how to clean their clock. And always back up your products, no matter what. Man. Oh well. I have to get ready for new technology. We have more testing to go. And I got a bunch of videos uploading to forum sites right now. And for those people who got ripped off, like the fellow playing soccer game, I feel sorry for you. I do. I feel sorry for the individuals who got ripped off. We were just trying to get a product. You couldn't care less about his shenanigans and what he was carrying on. You didn't support any of that nonsense. You just came as an everyday customer, wanted a good screen, you got ripped off. You I feel sorry for. But for the other half, we came in talking all that trash about how our company was garbage and this, that, and the other. Hey, Mr. Williams and all them jumped off that bandwagon. Well, sucks to be you, right? Doesn't it? Yeah, they all jump behind Danny and that Series C nonsense. And so now we got a black paint to compete with him. We could take him down. Where's that stuff at? He didn't even know anything about his own product. So where is it? It's hiding in a shopping cart somewhere because he can't basically open it up because he's afraid. That's why I sit there and I watch all that campaigning going on. And I go, man, you don't even know what you're dealing with. You have no idea what you're dealing with. Big companies know who we are. They know what we're capable of doing. You have no idea how fast I can end your product from here without even touching you. Now, gentlemen, you have until the first to make something that compete with the technology we have. If you don't, it's not going good for you. You talked all this trash about having experience and you know what you're talking about, Mr. Philosopher. How you talked all that trash about how you know more than I do at the end of the day. So, make a paint to take mine out. Remind you, try to unlock Pennsylvania. That's pretty sad. Not for Crow. God, weren't your customers? I don't need them. Never use them. Don't need them. You need me. Because you're not there. And if you were there, they saw your stuff match house paint. They don't want it. Now, I'm going to go out, pick up some glue for my PC, work on a few projects, update my website, get ready for the new transfers for this thing tomorrow, get ready for new engineering technology at the end of the year that usher in 2025. And what you're going to do is, today, you're going to go slide over to my my message board over there on my business account, and you're going to cry. That's what you're going to do. Just whine and cry is pretty much all he does. He just goes in and he just rants about this and rants about that and whatever. You're going to go cry. Is your Facebook account still running around here somewhere? Let me see. I can't put. I got customers loading up in there right now. What if his Facebook business page is around? No customers have been hitting this. Oh, wait. I forgot that's the number page. Pages down. All right. I got to go. I got things to do. I got silver technology, gaming technology. And I got to turn your receipts into a frame. Oh. I'm dead serious about that. Literally not joking about that. I am dead serious. Turn your receipts into a frame. That is not a joke. That's definitely going to happen. If you don't have the paint by the first. But remember, it should be easy, right? I'm a rip-off artist. I'm a scam. That's what you claim me to be, right? So it should be easy to take my products out, right? All right, then. Then you never have a paint completed with at least 10 test demonstrations underneath of it. I want to make sure you work for it before we crush it and take it from you. Mind you, gamers are very strange colored screens. They're black, but they have a really, really crazy look to them. So if you can't mimic that, you're in a lot of trouble. A lot of trouble. Got to keep it interesting. So I can get the certifieds down here I want. I got to be entertained somehow. Don't give me any competition to begin with. Only excuses. You give me no competition. You give me excuses. Look at this mess. Page just shut down. You can't open this page up. Fernando, let's see what you can do here. That's the day. Day's Sunday. Open your page on Tuesday. Open your page right now. Got some things in there. I want to look at your page real quick. Open your page up. Would you like me to put a request in for your page to open up? Now, for those people that's going to sit there at the end of the day saying, well, that's not fair. He shut his page down to move on to bigger and what? No, that video's gone. He doesn't have that video anymore. He got rid of it because he lied about what he said, and he had to get rid of the video so that way no one can go backtrack and throw it in his face. He got rid of it. But I got copies of it, so you can always watch Moving On to Bigger and Better Things when we post it to the blacklist. If he had bigger and better things to do, like his job, he said, he would have never been on. He would have made the video and left. He would have came back on and committed crimes on his website and then try to compete with the technology he knows nothing about. So no, that one's gone. Unless you know, I'll come up with another lie for you. No, not that time. That wasn't Moving On to Bigger and Better Things. This is it right now. This is it. A week later, the same thing. No. That wasn't it. That was the prelude of what this was going to be. Now it's going to be retired. Whatever. Well, yeah, are we yet? Look at here. Candy is amazing. I get more of it. Yeah, business to take care of. What time we got? 8:25, okay. Let's go. Got customers to take care of. Good riddance, Jamie Fernando. Good riddance to you. But I just want to let you know, it's not over. I'll be coming to your front door soon. We're far from over. I'll be at your front door. I got 7 years to get you. I'm going to make this summer all about sending process service to your door. And I will get a hold of that landlord. And we'll find out why there's multiple people showing up on that property over there. Multiple users popping up. And that's not a good sign. That means now we got to dig. When we find something that's not right, you're going to have more problems than you at the end of the day. So, we'll see you in court. Good riddance. But I find funny too, because when I sat there and said I didn't really bother with YouTube anymore, you lady sent me a message on good riddance. Be careful for the words you choose from your mouth, Mr. Fernando. Hope you don't wish me death at the end of the day, knowing that your words do curse you. Oh, yeah, that'd be... Mr. Rogers, we got something for you. I'm going to go on a forum site. Bring your website up and live stream on a forum site. Bring other people in from the forum site and have them ask you what game range is. I got to know. I'm pretty sure everybody else wants to know. I want to know. I know you want me to sweep this under the rug and not talk about it anymore. I know you do. But I can't. You made a statement. Remember, you're the philosopher. You're the guy sitting behind there with a chalkboard talking about partay science. So science guy, you're going to answer that question. Either here or in court, you're going to answer it. You don't have a choice. So Monday morning, I'm going to the forum site. I'm going to set up everything about range game. I'm going to bring everybody in. I'm going to point them directly to your site. You got to explain it. I got to know what it is. I got to know. Can't find nothing on this stuff. Ask your customer. He don't even know. Oh, Mr. Lee, by the way, I'll point that energy to your direction too, because since you have it and you did the review on it, well, they're going to ask you some questions. I gotta go to my site real quick. Hey, we'll bounce on it real quick. Orders are coming through. Gotta go, people. Literally forgot to sign out. Gotta go.